you about putting things away. You're always losing things, aren't you? And it's not you who gets the grief off your mum, it's me, isn't it? Look, you're supposed to eat that, not play with it. Now, come on, get a move on, eh? Eat your breakfast.
All right. How'd you get on yesterday? Some coffee if you want it. Things didn't go quite to plan.
But you got ripped off. Then what?
I suddenly realised that if I was to go through with it, I'd be no better than the scumbag that put Em in hospital.
Well, I have been trying to tell you that.
I know. But I was in the bar yesterday. I seen this girl. She looked like Em. She's off her head on coke. And that's when it hit me.
So what did you do? And what about the money?
Gave them it all back.
You've done the right thing, mate. I mean, would you really want that on your conscience? Even if you were doing it for the right reasons?
And how am I supposed to get the money for Emily's place now, eh?
When you think of something, what are you going to do about that? Get rid of it and flush it down the bog. Tim, look, the longer you leave it lying around, the more chance you'll be tempted to flog it again.
I won't. I said I won't. What are you doing today, anyway?
Going to court, aren't I? Silence day ahead this morning.
Oh, mate, I'm sorry, I forgot.
You've had a lot on your mind, we both have.
Come with you. Yeah.
What for?
The clubs might kick off.
Nah, you're all right.
Just in case.
Cheers, mate.
I'll ram this down his throat.
What?
When we find the mank, the one that put Em in hospital, I'm going to ram this coke right down his throat.
I'll do that.
No, you're all right.
Since when have you been any good at ironing? Come on. Do you remember when you burnt a hole in your favourite blouse? They had nothing else to wear and you suggested I should go out in just a bra. It was the height of fashion at the time. Mind you, Madonna could get away with it. But not me at the British Legion.
You know, I've never been much for suits. I never had the one. You know, for all occasions. Weddings, christenings, interviews. Funerals. Court appearances.
Do you remember the one you got married in? That grey shiny suit and the leather tie?
How do you think Aunt Anthony's feeling? Do you ever imagine you can see him in there all on his own? And all you wish is that you could just reach out and grab him. Give him a big hug. I'm not ready for this today.
Look, think of it another way. At least it means things are moving on. That we're coming towards the end of this nightmare. I don't know about you, but it's the waiting that's the worst for me.
Imagine what it's like for Mrs. Cliff.
Don't you go worrying about her. I'm sorry. If she'd have been a better mother and taken Imelda in hand, none of this would have happened. I'm sorry your daughter's dead. I really, really am. But my only concern at the moment is Anthony. Dad's war medal?
When you sent it to our Anthony, I didn't want him to have it. Same as the stuff you sent to Adele and Steve. I didn't want them to have reminders. I didn't want to have contact. But after keeping it from him for all those years, I think now he should have it.
Can I buy a black top for the wedding tonight? From a new one. I haven't worn it myself yet, Ruth.
Oh, go on.
Go on then. And if you ruin it, you can buy me a new one. Ta. What did you buy them?
And crystal vase.
Have you bought them, Mum?
I haven't. Not yet.
Leaving it a bit late, aren't you?
I haven't had time. We've been busy. You should have said I would have picked up something for you. I could throw some money in a card.
Are you eating that?
No, help yourself.
Have you decided what you're wearing yet?
No.
I think you should wear your blue dress. No. I love you in that white trouser suit. I'll give you a hand when I finish this.
Creep.
Ruth, have you seen me suit anywhere?
Yeah, I took it to the dry cleaners. I'm going to pick it later.
Brilliant. What would I do without you?
I couldn't find your tie anywhere, though. It looked high and low. You'll have to pick a new one up later.
Well, I haven't got time now, have I?
Don't look at me. When you buy one of my tats?
You can still mention him, you know. He wasn't much of a Thai man, but there might be one or two in the wardrobe.
I'll have a look later. I'm really worried about her.
Well, she's bound to be a little bit sensitive still, isn't she?
She's not eating properly.
Well, there's nothing you can do, Ruth. Listen, I know it's not easy, but just try and forget about it for now. We've got this wedding reception to go to tonight. Let's try and enjoy ourselves, yeah?
You only just got up?
Yeah, I had a bit of a late night watching some mad film. The thing is, though, it was in Japanese, and you're that busy reading the subtitles, you miss what's going on. Wish you hadn't bothered now.
What was all that talk about this going to be our year?
It is.
About making a fresh start?
Rachel, will you relax? I had a bit of a lie-in, it's not the end of the world. And I wouldn't mind, it's not like I had anything else to do.
Well, have you filled in those teacher training forms yet?
No. I'll give us a chance, will you?
And what about the forms for a loan?
Well, can't you do it?
Oh, yeah, do we want them looking after the kids?
Not any chance. Rachel, what's the rush anyway?
Because if I left it up to you, we'd still be here next year.
Oh, for the millionth time, will you stop exaggerating?
Right, I'm going to see if I can get us an appointment with a mortgage advisor.
What's the point? We won't get one, not at the moment. Not with me out of work and the money that you're on.
Why do you always have to be so negative?
I'm not being negative. I just don't think they'll give us one.
Yeah, well, there's only one way of finding out.
Morning. All right. Early, are you? Yeah, you're not checking up on me.
That's all I've got. A bit stuck at the moment.
Well, there's enough stuff in here for me to be getting on with for now, but this should sort me out for the few bits and bobs I need today. I'll tell you what I'll do with you. You keep me going with materials, I'll do a couple of hours at the end of each day, yeah?
Cheers.
And if you're no better off after a fortnight, I'll salvage what I can and sell it off. Deal?
What's he doing now?
He's helping take his mind off things.
I just don't want to have to face the Cloughs.
Not today.
I know having him linked to a screen rather than actually being in court is done for a reason, but I hope he can see us.
Yeah. Let him know we're there for him.
He knows that anyway.
Those shoes could do with the polish.
All right.
The first thing people look at is his shoes.
You can tell a lot about a person from the shoes.
It's right, Bridget. And I don't want people looking at us thinking we're just a gang of no marks.
I think shoes are the least of our problems.
Just get it done. Switch the power on while you're out there, will you?
Go on.
I've not seen that top before.
Diane bought it for me.
It's nice.
She always used to buy us new things, even when she couldn't really afford it. But that's just the type of person she was. Never wanted to see us go without.
Do you remind me to have a go at that conservatory door? Probably only needs a bit of oil.
I've never been to court before.
I went a couple of years ago. Part of a school project we were doing.
I got done once, drunk and disorderly in Blackpool with a mate. Well, I was only 18. Stag night. But that was only the magistrate. It wasn't Crown Court.
Am I gonna go to jail?
No, of course you're not.
Imagine having him back home, with all this behind him. You've got to think of the good times you've had, and the good times you're going to have. It's going to be all right.
What about this one? Yeah, I think that's really suit you.
Let's have a look. Yeah, I would. There's nothing wrong with my hair.
No, but a few highlights would make all the difference. You could get it done for tonight?
Nah,
Why not?
couldn't be bothered.
But you want to look your best, Mum.
To be honest, I don't want to go.
Wait, you've got to.
She's your mate.
Yeah, but she invited you.
Out of pity.
No, she didn't.
I'm being treated like some poor lonely widow. Oh, Ruth, I don't want to go.
A night out would be good for you. I'm sorry.
I want to stay in.
You're going.
But
End of story. Hey, look. Where are the Murrays off to? Must be going to court.
what did they see you?
Did they see you? I don't know.
Come away from the window.
So what do you think about that Anthony Murray, then? He always seems so quiet. I think the word you're looking for is strange.
You don't know him?
No, but you'd never ever see him hanging around with any mates or, say, kicking a ball about the place. That just isn't right for somebody his age.
Not all lads are like Ali and Stuart.
Thank God for that. Still, how could he live with himself knowing that poor girl's body was in that pond?
Walking around as if nothing had happened.
You don't know what happened.
We're just... I don't know.
You just jump into conclusions like the rest of the gossips round here. The same with your dad. They'll be saying he's been found at the bottom of a pond next.
We've got an appointment with the mortgage advisor at 11.
What's that?
Someone cancelled. It was either that or wait till next week.
Well, I'll be stuck here. No wonder there's a shortage of teachers. They're all busy filling out these flaming forms.
Well, have you thought about what subject you like to teach?
Yeah, PE.
You've got to do proper subjects as well.
Yeah, probably history.
Do you know about history?
Well, 1977, Liverpool, the first English winners of the European Cup. 1978, Dalglish scores the winner against Bruges at Wembley.
What about 1066?
Isn't that the last time everyone won something?
Right, well, do you want to teach junior or secondary?
I haven't really thought about it, you know, Reg. Probably the junior. The old ones are a bit lippy. You don't want to give them a clip round the ear hole.
A word of advice, don't say that in the interview. Right, well, I'm going to go and see your Jackie.
What for?
I'm going to ask her for a rise. What's so funny?
Well, I've got 2 words for you, Reg. Blood and stone.
Yeah, well, if she gives me more, it might help her with her mortgage application. It's not as if I'm not worth it. I do loads for her, Max, besides looking after the kids, running errands, sometimes do the shopping. I've even cooked a meal for them before now.
Rachel, I know all this, but it's not me you've got to convince.
Yeah, it was about time she started paying me what I'm worth.
Hang on a minute. Hold your flaming horses.
Mum, have you seen my mobile?
No.
I'm not going. You are. No.
She told him then, didn't she?
Why don't you try phoning a number?
We can't go to Sean's.
We heard.
So did half the close, I think. It makes me laugh. Sean's applying for Luke to reside with him at the Hero next week. Doesn't even want to spend the night there.
Look, do you want me to speak to him?
What makes you think he'll listen to you?
Because he likes me. I'm his cool auntie.
You mean you let him walk all over you?
Suit yourself.
Will you babysit for me tonight?
No, I'm doing something.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Do you want me to look after him?
No, I've told you, you're coming out with us.
What about Ali and Stuart?
I'm not leaving him with them.
Why not?
Do I really have to answer that?
So what are you going to do?
Dan won't be pleased. Haven't seen the Cloughs yet.
Don't want to either. What's happening with them lads who beat up Marty?
Nothing.
Marty's dropped the charges. Why? He just thought under the circumstances. They left him for dead. They deserve to be punished just like our Anthony is.
Bridget, I'm sorry, but he's just said only immediate family are allowed in.
Did you tell him who she was?
Yeah, of course I did. It's the rules.
She's got more right to be in there than her.
Not now, Del. Not here, just don't. I'm sorry, Bridget, there's nothing I can do.
It's not your fault. I'll just wait out here.